Duncan said we are the most air-conditioned city in the world. So it's important to make sure your system is in the best shape it can be. Here to help and save you a little money along the way, please welcome Tom Toth from ARS Rescue Rooter. Hello there, Tom. How are you? All right. Yes, absolutely. We can't live without the air conditioning, but a lot of us, we hear it running, and so we think, okay, mine's working because I hear it running. But there's a lot more to it than that.
There's a lot more. You know, one of the main calls we get that come in is somebody says, my air conditioner's running, but it's not cooling very well.
Yeah.
I think I need Freon.
Yeah.
Well, an air conditioning system doesn't use up Freon. If it needs Freon, it has a leak somewhere. So we go out there and we add Freon, and they go, okay, it'll last me the summer, but what they don't realize is what it could be costing them on their energy cost, because that Freon leaks out the next 2 or 3 months. So now it's not cooling as well again, and the utility bill's a lot higher.
Yeah, and we can't underestimate, because that's probably the biggest cost during the summertime, especially, that we have in terms of our electricity bills.
Well, you know, we had a chart that we were going to show.
Yeah, there it is right
it's actually on the screen right there. So what the Department of Energy says is that 55% in Houston is to cool and heat your home is 55% of your total energy bill. But what happens, that's overall for the whole year. In the summertime alone, 65% is your total energy bill is because of your air conditioning system. Yeah,
okay, so part of the problem is just maintenance, and that's one of those things that's out of sight, out of mind. That air conditioner is around the corner. How many of you know where your air conditioner is, right? No, but it's around the corner.
Outside,
yeah, outside someplace. Yeah. But maintenance, because if it's not in tip-top shape, that just drags it down.
Well, what most people do is they just call us when it breaks down.
Yeah.
So if they would have had maintenance done year after year, even the Department of Energy says if you keep it maintained year after year, it can help keep your equipment in like new condition year after year and save you as much as 17% on your electric cost.
Wow.
So some items we got on the screen there are having to do with improves the system performance, increases the efficiency of your system, reduces your energy cost, like we said, extends the equipment life, and a lot of people want that as long as it's efficient still. And then we have helps prevent breakdowns, and safety is an issue too. A lot of safety issues with AC that people don't realize.
It's a lot like our health. We show up at the doctor when we're in crisis mode, you know, as opposed to what we were told to do years before in terms of preventive. All right, so there are times when you can fix it. There are times when it needs to be replaced.
Well, that's what they need to look at. So, you know, the kind of a rule of thumb is if it's over 10 years old and you have a repair that's a high costly repair, at what point should you look at replacing it versus just repairing it? Mm-hmm. So what we're going to look at is that they still have some stuff on there about the inspection, the tune-up, but we're going to move on to looking at replacing it.
Yes.
With the systems today, what they don't realize is how much is it costing your utility bill. So what we have on the screen there is seasonal energy efficiency ratio. That's like miles per gallon in a car. So you buy a car with the higher miles per gallon, less it costs you in gas, right? Same thing with air conditioners. The higher the SEER rating, you can see we've circled 16 SEER at $68 a month. And if your current system is a 7 SEER, that would be $156 a month. So what it means on the next chart is how much are you overpaying a month in your utility bill.
Right, right.
And what makes sense. So what we've done here is we've said the 156 minus the 68. The new system, or what you no longer have to overpay, is $88 a month.
Wow.
And how many months do we use our AC in the Houston area?
Yeah,
7, 8 months out of the year?
Yeah, yeah.
So if you look at that for 8 months, it's $704. And then we took it to, it's about $3,500 over the next 4 years.
Right, right.
So to be out of pocket, that amount is a huge amount.
Okay, also talking about where heat is coming in the house, that also taxes that air conditioning system. And another place is out of sight, out of mind, unless you use it a lot, is the attic.
Well, and like you talked about with the doors too, you know, a second ago.
Doors, all of it,
So if we look at the attic here, ARS also does insulation and radiant barrier. So what we have as an example here is one side is your roof, just a regular in your home, and on the other side we have our radiant barrier on the screen. So if we look at it here, this one here on the no radiant barrier, it's measuring right now about 105 degrees, 108 degrees.
Right, because you have this lamp on the other side that simulates what the sun's heat will be.
Right, and then if I do it with radiant barrier, it's about 88 degrees. Now, as this heats up, this even says as much as 140 degrees on this side, and as much as 95 degrees. So if we stop that from coming in through your roof, it's going to cool your attic down 30 to 40 degrees. That makes your home more efficient and saves on your utility bills.
Cha-ching. Yeah, absolutely. And there's something else you touched on, too, and you talked about something being like if it's about 10 years old. Just like we were talking about technology with doors and windows earlier, the technology in air conditioning systems has really, really changed over the years, too. So you may have something that's not about to run out, but if you want to go ahead and save that money and invest and get yourself a good system because it's just different than it was.
Well, that's the point. I mean, if you're overpaying $3,000 or $4,000 and you can buy a system today and keep you more efficient, save you on utility costs. And right now with the financing, you can get systems for as little as $80 to $90 a month. and save you $8 to $9 a month.
Okay,
so you basically get it for free.
Yeah, it washes out. And then the other thing is you have special rebates, too, that can help.
Right, so right now I think on the screen we're going to show the rebates we have. Right now with the overall rebates that are available today, KHOU listeners can get up to $2,800 off in a new AC system installation.
Okay.
And ARS can install that. We come out today, we do a complete comfort analysis, and we can even install it the same day.
You know what? I'm going to say it. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. All right, and everyone in our studio audience is going home with a certificate for a free AC tune-up. Remember, if you keep it in tip-top shape, it just works a lot better. And a gift bag from ARS Rescue Rooter. And ARS Rescue Rooter has a special offer for you at home. The first 30 callers get a free AC tune-up when you mention Great Day Houston. Call them now at 713-777-7777, 713-777-7777. And you can find more on all of their services online. Just go to ars.com and keep your cool this summer. Up next.